Yo, this the Week 9 Garage Report, and I'm your boy Jay Wig. Week 9 in the books, fellas. So you know what that means. Only 4 more weeks left in the regular season for all you teams battling to get into the playoffs. 4 more weeks left for everybody who hasn't paid their dues. You already know what to do. Click the link up above. Takes you to DraftKings. You create an account if you have not already done so. Deposit the $25, and voila, you're done. You paid your dues. And loose deadline, obviously, because we haven't stuck to any one of the other ones. But this one is 11-15-15. We only got 4 more weeks left, so we probably won't get into any of the other features of DraftKings. So that's that. I'm going to go ahead and get into the scoreboard. A new club this week. I created a 300 club. I never thought it would be done, but we do have a 300 club member. We have a 300 club member this week, and it's going to be the Bill Cosby Sleepers. If you don't already know, he scored 326.6 points. Had virtually all players hitting on 4 cylinders, 6 cylinders, 8 cylinders, whatever you want to call it, except for his defense. So he put up some amazing numbers. We'll get more into that later. 200 club members. We only had one member, that's C-Dub Hitman, with 215.6 points, getting the win over Team Hallbrook, staying alive in that division race. So before we get into everything else, game of the week going into the week was I'm Conquered versus Team Lynn. 2 teams battling for the last playoff spot, or just playoff spot period. I'm Unconquered is going to go ahead and continue his rally to get into the playoffs with 151.1 points over Team Lynn with 113.3 points. So game of the week, congratulations, I'm Unconquered. You stand in there, so keep up the good work. Maybe we'll actually call you Unconquered instead of Conquered. Speaking of conquerors, Alexandra the Conqueror this week is obviously going to be Bill Cosby Sleepers. He destroyed Team Kush by 205 points. A lot of teams don't even put up 205 points, but he's gonna get that this week. Agony defeat is obviously Team Kush. So congratulations to those award winners. I guess this is all about Bill Cosby Sleepers this week. They have the high point total and league high of 226.6 points. So all those I'm pretty sure is going to stand for the entire season, even maybe going into to the seasons to come. So congratulations once again to those winners and losers. Keith No Sweat Award. I'm gonna do something different this week. I said I'd never do this, but we had 2 battles that pretty much came down to Monday night. First award winner this week is gonna be God's Work, Lil G. He was in a battle against Team Orr. God's Work, Lil G, went into Monday night down 10.6 points. He had one player to play, and that was Antonio Gates. Gates had some questions going into the week, so not even quite sure he was going to play, but he was able to put up 12.9 points, helping God's Work Lil G pull off the 2.3 margin of victory over Team Orr. That's going to send God's Work Lil G to 5-3, keeping him in the thick of the playoff hunt, and sending Team Orr down to the dreaded 3-6. With only 4 weeks remaining, he's going to be into that puts him into the battle of everybody trying to get into the playoffs. So congratulations, God's Work and Lil G. And the second winner is yours truly, Wigga Knuckles. We had a different dynamic. We went into Monday night. We actually had a lead, 23.5 points, but we had 0 players to play up against Martellus Bennett. In the battle against Underground Outcast, Martellus Bennett. I was a little shaky. I'm not gonna lie. We went in with 23.5 points. It wasn't looking good, first of all, because Martellus Bennett got a touchdown pretty early, and he was targeted pretty often. But luckily, He was only able to put up 20.7 points, allowing us to pull off the 2.8 point margin of victory over Underground Outcast, having us go to 5-3 as well, staying into the division title race, one game behind, one game back, and sending Underground Outcast to the dreaded 2-6. He's not all the way out of it, but he is going to be into the thick of the battle for the last final playoff spots as well, trying to get into that wild card weekend. So congratulations to the Keith Noah Sweat Award winners this week. Most impressive win of the week. Honorable mentions, obviously, Bill Cosby. I mean, they took out a juggernaut, and they destroyed him. They took him out very handedly. But this week, I'm actually going to give it to King Keith Kong. He got the W without a quarterback, but most importantly, he got the W facing the possibility of going to a 2-6 record, and virtually eliminating him from playoff play. And he was fueled mostly by consistent play. He had virtually double digits from all of his positions. Proving once again, it's any given Sunday, on any given Sunday, things can turn around and you could be out of the playoffs, and then next week you can be right back into the thick of the playoff race. So, most impressive win, King Keith Kong, KKK, however you want to say it. Congratulations. Good job staying in there for the playoff race. So, those are your awards for this week. That leads me to the power rankings. Number 6 spot sliding in there at the number 6 spot is Wigginackles, moving up one space. God's Work Lil G hanging right on in there at the number 5 spot. C-Dub Hitman jumping 4 places to the number 4 spot. Primetime dropping 2 places to the number 3 spot. Team Johnson staying in there steadily at the number 2 spot, and we have a new number 1 this week. Obviously, it's Bill Cosby Sleepers. He put up some amazing numbers this week, so congratulations to him. So he's going to be the team that everybody loves to hate with a bullet, number 1 with a bullet. So those are your power rankings this week. Top 5 starts and moves of the week. Number 5, Sammy Watkins, 35.8 points coming off of the injury and the bye. Jordan Matthews getting in there with 33.3 points. Drew Brees, 45.9 points, continues his onslaught on the league 2 weeks straight. D'Angelo Williams coming in there, filling in for the injured Bell, out for the season with 41.5 points. Good week for him there. And Antonio Brown is going to get the number 1 start of the week with 53.6 points. The boy was amazing yesterday. So the not top 5 of the week, Christian Michaels, he's not giving you anything. 0 points. Robbie Gould, he gave you nothing. Actually, he may even been in the negatives. Roy Halou, he gave you nothing. Eddie Lacy, he was in the negatives with -1 point. And a number 1 not top 5, he didn't even start, but he should have. And that was Marcus Mariota. He had 52.5 points. He would have been able to give Underground Outcast the victory, but I don't know if he's given up yet. He didn't get the start, so he didn't get the win. So those are your not top 5 of the week. That's going to lead me into the playoff picture. I said I'd give you guys this update every week. So on the outside looking in, we'll start there. Tampa Bay Canes at the number 15 place, last place. Underground Outcast, the number 14th place. Team Orr, number 13th place. Team Lynn, the number 12th place. And the next man up to get into the playoffs is Keith King Kong, staying in there. So he's in the battle. So those are all your teams on the outside looking in. The 2 teams that are currently in the wild card weekend are on the top half of the bracket. Team Hallbrook staying in there, and I'm Unconquered. So that will be the top half wild card game, and the bottom half wild card game will be Cross 60 against Team Kush. Team Kush taking a huge slide to possibly not get into the playoffs. So those are your wild card teams, and your bye week teams would be Team Johnson, number 1, Wigginackles, C-Dub Hitman, Primetime, God's Work, Little G, and your number 2 spot will be the Bill Cosby Sleepers. So that's your playoff bracket. Keep checking week to week to see where you land. But more importantly, you hold your destiny in your hands. Keep winning, and you'll keep getting it, and you'll be in there. So that's gonna wrap it up basically for our week 9 garage report. Going into week 10, game of the week is going to be number 1 versus 2. It's rare that we get this, but this week we're going to have number 1 versus 2, Team Johnson against the Bill Cosby Sleepers. This is an anticipated matchup all season. A lot of trash being talked back and forth. So we'll stay tuned and see who gets that win. Once again, this was your week 9 garage report, and I'm your boy Jay Wig. Pay those dues, fellas. Let's keep this thing crunking. Let's keep this thing crunk and rolling. And I'm your boy Jay Wig, and I'm out. Peace.